to improve your life, and so that way you're not having to commute as far, and then incurring more expenses and stuff like that. Hey there, I'm John Cannon. I'm the owner of NV Property Solutions LLC. In this video, we're going to be talking about 6 signs you need to downsize your house right here in the Reno area. And in fact, this works not only here in the Reno area, but it also works all across the country. So if you're happen to be tuning from Montana or Maine or some other state, something like that, this video can absolutely apply to you. And hopefully you can take something away from this video and of course share it with all your friends, so that way they can see the content as well. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so that way you can see more content just like this and all that. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it and figure out the 6 signs of you're needing to downsize your house right here in the Reno area or wherever you are. So anyway, the first thing is if you have empty rooms. So your kids have moved out and maybe you set up a home gym in one of their bedrooms or an office or something like that, but now you're finding yourself these rooms are empty, and granted your children, they don't come and visit you as often, maybe because you're in a different state or they're in a different state or whatever the case maybe is, and you're just looking to figure out what to do with these rooms. Downsizing might be an option for you, just because one, you won't have to worry about the maintenance and upkeep of owning a bigger house overall, and then 2, you won't necessarily have unwanted guests staying in your house, just in case. Sometimes you can you can let people come into your house and all that, but if that's not what you're looking for, maybe downsizing might be good for you, especially if you have a lot of empty rooms. Next thing is upkeep, and I kind of touched on this a little bit, but with upkeep, the bigger the house, obviously the bigger the upkeep that you're gonna have to do, like maintenance and cleaning and all that other kind of stuff that just goes along with home ownership. You're gonna have to maintain all that, and the bigger the house, the bigger the bill, the bigger the cost and stuff like that, which will segue right into my next point. But before I get there, the upkeep and stuff like that, when you're getting older and stuff like that, you may not want to be doing a lot of the stuff like cleaning and maintaining the yard and stuff like that. And if anything, you just kind of want to enjoy your retirement years and enjoy everything, enjoy your grandkids and so on and so forth. That might be a good reason to sell your house, is just because of all the upkeep and stuff like that. And like I said, you definitely don't need a bigger house. Maybe a smaller house might be for you, which I touched on this just a second ago. Expenses. Now, the bigger the house, obviously, the bigger the bill you're going to have to pay, because you're going to have to heat the house, cool the house, water, all your utilities and stuff like that. You're going to have to pay more just because you have a bigger house. But with a smaller house and stuff like that, you're going to pay less bills and stuff like that, because it's not going to cost as much to heat the house or cool the house, or it's not even going to be the same as like maybe you want to live in a condo or something like that, where you don't have to worry about any of the yard or anything like that. Or maybe you do like having a yard, but just want a small yard or a small garden or something like that. And then downsizing can definitely help out with that. And of course, you don't have to worry about all the necessary bills and stuff like that. This next topic is improved living, and I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. Many people are choosing to live in smaller homes, so they leave less of an environmental footprint. If this is the case, you may want to consider downsizing as an option. Perhaps a new, smaller house would offer a better layout, more so than your current home. While you may be buying less house, you are paying for a convenience of a shorter commute time and other benefits that may outweigh any minor downsizing inconveniences. So with that is if you're having to commute a lot farther from work or something like that, just because you're out in the country, or you have a lot of land, or you have a ginormous house, or whatever the case maybe is. Maybe you're looking to get somewhere closer to work, or into, like hospitals or something like that. So that way you don't have to drive, 60 plus minutes just to go see the doctor or whatever. I mean, here in Nevada, if you live outside of Reno and you happen to want to go into Reno, you're looking at an hour commute time generally, just to go anywhere. That's because Nevada is so spread out and all that. But in our little area right here in the Reno region, say if you live in Fernley and you're looking to go to Reno, it's anywhere between a 45-minute commute, or anywhere between 30 and an hour commute. Depends on the traffic and all that. But heck, even in Reno, sometimes you might get stuck in traffic for an hour or something like that just because there's an accident, spaghetti bowl, or what have you. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But getting back to the point is, you're looking to improve your life, and so that way you're not having to commute as far, and then incurring more expenses and stuff like that. That's touching on the last topic. And then of course the next thing is finances. Of course, if you're buried in credit card debt and stuff like that, downsizing might be right for you, just because you won't have to worry about all the stuff like paying for your mortgage. Or I mean, you're gonna have to pay for your mortgage regardless. But with a smaller house, you're gonna have less expenses, and your finances hopefully will be able to return to what they were, before. Or I wouldn't really say before. Maybe you were in a terrible spot before and your finances weren't as good, or maybe you were in a better position now, or whatever the case may be, is your finances might be better for you in the long run if you do decide to downsize, or they might not. With this is, I would definitely want sit down with either a financial advisor or your spouse or whatever, and just kind of run through the numbers, see if downsizing would be a good option for you. And the last thing is profit. Should you hold on to your bigger house? I mean, you can, if you so choose to, but if you don't want to, say you're moving out of the state or whatever, then maybe selling your house to downsize might be a better option right now. But if you've been watching this channel for a little bit, you might know that the current situation in the market, and of course if you're watching this when it airs around the end of March of 2021, your chances are, if you are noticing the market right now, we're in a crazy super hot market right now, where if you sell your house, you can sell it for, absolutely as is and stuff like that, but there's a chance that you might not be able to buy a new house or even get into anything, just because there's almost zero inventory in our region right now. Just that. But then again, I mean, that's kind of nationwide. Sorry, excuse me, I had a hiccup. Anyway, it's kind of the the overall theme all over the country right now, that there's almost zero inventory in most places where people are going and stuff like that. However, there's tons of inventory of a lot of the places that people are leaving, such as the bigger major metropolitan areas, just because they're looking to get out of the chaos and stuff like that. But in any case, that's all I got for this video. So if you're looking at downsize, feel free to reach out to me and my team at any time. My phone number is 775-391-5236, or head over to my website at nvpropertysolutions.com. There you can learn more about me, read some more blog posts if you so choose to, maybe more about downsizing, or any other blog posts that I have on my website and all that. But other than that, that's it for this this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, you guys take care and stay safe.